you already started doing it before.
You said if I knew I'd have to talk, I wouldn't come. And you got picked.
Nobody
And
heard.
you can say no.
You didn't hear what I said. No, well, I can say a few
Come on,
things.
come on, hold the stick.
Oh, no. Stand up? No.
No, okay, I'm gonna bring you the stick anyway. because
Too much for
It's an
him.
empowerment.
I'm working on something internally, so I've got to be really careful.
Okay.
Just read the back of this brochure, you know.
Read my lips. What can I say? It's been so many years and so many changes, and always, as I said, I've not seen Geneviève in person for a long time, but was so taken by her love of not just the journey, but of reaching each one of us and empowering each one of us and getting us more into our hearts, away from words, away from, inclusive of the body, because it's all one. But just hearing in a very magnificent way what the need was, and even when we didn't talk, just to have a feeling of each person individually. And she had so much love for everybody in the room, and just was warm, and also carried with her a lot of joy. Whatever her life was going on, I have no idea, but very much present to the moment and to each other. And over the years, I've had many challenges. And it's funny because she's the one person I send an email to, and I know that I'm going to get something very beautiful and encouraging and heartfelt. And, it's sort of, you have an old friend and you pick up a phone and you call, and it's been 10 years and no time has gone between. It's the same kind of feeling in a different way, not as a friend, but as somebody who just, you could feel the love. So I'm here because of her today, and I really need help with angels. And so that's it. Ahoy and aho.
It all works.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Of course, I'm going to thank you very, very much for introducing me. That is very sweet of you to jump in. And it was unexpected. I did not know I was going to have to pick somebody. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying my name nicely also. I love it to be called with my name. So, for those of you who don't know me, in fact, it's not the first time I present here. I guess a few times at the
Several times.
Yeah.
Over 20 years.
Yeah, when Corman was still part of us.
Yeah.
And I was very, very grateful every time. It was a very special delight. Like I was sharing before, I don't remember who I was saying that to, but every time I come to that group, I appreciate so much that sense of compassion that is there for everyone. It is present. You can feel it. The energies are there. Everybody is appreciated and loved unconditionally. So that's wonderful. That's not something we see so much in groups in Silicon Valley otherwise. We are evolving. I think we are going towards a really, really positive experience. But at the moment, it has not been the type of reception we receive everywhere. So congratulations to the co-founders and to every participant, because everybody is there, never mind which role you play in the group. Everybody brings in their energies, and it's a beautiful, beautiful experience. As I say it, I'm getting the chills. That's my angel saying. It's always the way it works. I got those chills, and then my hair starting up. So I mean it. It's the truth. I'm not just saying nice words. Yeah. So I'm extremely grateful to Reina that she contacted me and asked me to come back, because it had been a few years, I think like 4 or 5 years that I had not come.
Way too long.
Yeah. Thank you. And it was not out of choice, it was just because I was working too hard. And for 43 years I've been a school teacher in many countries in the world. And of course my last school I was at in Atherton would have never given me a Thursday morning off. There was no way I could come. And last year I was simply inspired. It was very blessing what happened, that it was time to go. And my angels were really letting me know that's time, you go. And you know how it is in Silicon Valley, you just have to trust very, very well when you drop your job. Okay, I'll be supported in every way, financially as well, and that. And it has happened all along. it's been wonderful, wonderful. So it's that lesson in trust that we get on a regular basis. Are you able to do it again? And again, oh yeah, I'll do it again. Ooh, but okay, so it's working, and I'm really delighted to now have the time to say, oh, 8:45 in the morning, yes, I'll be there, no problem. Even though, like Zena said in her email when she let me know she was going to come, she said, oh, you know, for me it will be like in the middle of the night. I thought, yeah, for many of us who are evening people, I can work until late at night. But morning, I'm very, very happy that I don't have to stand in the classroom anymore every morning at 7:30. It was a tough thing. So let's come back here together. I'm really, really grateful to Tom for holding the circle the way we did, because that's otherwise the way I love to start my classes. The way I work with people is I'm going to expect of you that you participate with me. I'm not going to be teaching you. Yes, I love being a teacher, but yeah, I really like for every one of you to be co-teaching, to be experiencing what's going to happen. So if it's okay with you, even though we already went into a sacred circle before, but we've had a few more beautiful souls joining the group, I would like for us to hold hands. We don't need to go into a big staff and create a new circle again, but let's all hold hands. So this is an invitation now for each one of us to take a deep breath. And bring ourselves back into the now. Let's drop all of the difficulties we may have faced, like debating how to deal with that open track and whatever. All of it is being taken care of for us. We are here now. And we drop our consciousness into our heart now. And we become aware of all the love. Aware of who we are. Aware of our deep connection with our angels, archangels, with all those from the higher dimensions, those beautiful beings of light who accompany us at all times, always. From this place now of reconnection, we direct our love, we direct our gratitude through our right arm, through our right hand, to our neighbor to the right. Noticing how at the same time we receive through our left hand. And we are building a circle now of magnificent energy and beautiful white golden lights of divine love. We see it now expanding like a beautiful dome above our circle, above the whole city of San Jose, expanding further above the United States. And finally, enveloping our beautiful Mother Earth. times when I have somebody coming for a session to my house, and I open the door for them, and I see maybe I'm just thinking, for example, a young man who was coming for a session, and he was bringing in his mom, who was to his right, here she was, and Joey Borg, who is always very quiet, never barks, came into the room, saw what was happening, and was starting to bark exactly at the presence of the spirit. So it's wonderful. These animals, we can be very, very grateful for them. They are really, really helping us rediscover the joy. Because what is life about? About enjoying it. That's what we originally came for. Then we went into the crazy ideas of wanting to experience being separated and all that. Oh my God, we got it, all of it. A few thousand years, we're done with it. The angels have been extremely, extremely clear. We're completely done with it. And so, in 1997, I received a very big vision. Archangel Michael is the one who mostly always gives me motivational messages that I need, whether it be for a person I'm going to be working with, for a group, or sometimes even for myself, even though I often have to deal with things myself, you know, like everybody else. And that big vision I was given just could be put together as heaven and earth, which is why I'm calling my company Heaven and Earth. That's what it has been called. And it was so beautiful. It was the vision of a planet where every one of us was going to be awakened again to who we are. And our interaction, each and every one of them, was going to be based on love and compassion. And it felt so much like, yes, that's what I have felt ever since I was small. That's what I was telling my parents, but okay, my parents, I'm very grateful for them. They have both passed on to the other side, and now they have a very good connection with me and me with them. But in those days on the earth, it was a bit more difficult because they were very Catholic and would have wanted to see me go into the Catholic system. And I just could not, because ever since I was small, I had that connection. I could be in touch with the love that our angels were giving us, were giving me personally, and it was such a gift. So I knew that when at school, at Catholic schools, they wanted to teach me, oh, you might be going to hell because you're not doing this, not doing that. I knew, no, that's never going to happen. It simply doesn't even exist. God is love. God is love. So God loves us. And if we go into committing any form of act that we kind of know is not a good one, it's a bad one, or we have a bad conscience about it, God has all the compassion in the world for what we've been doing, but we've been given our free will. That was for us to go experiment with it. Go check it out. What does it mean? And not to just stay on one track and always be the supposedly good one. So, it's all good. It's all good. We can relax. We're all good to go to heaven. And I can promise that to you because having been a medium all my life, I've been able to communicate with a lot of people on the other side, including with my parents, who I'm very grateful. My dad, first thing he said when he had transition was, wow, Jesus does exist. He was received by Jesus because he had been a Catholic, but you know, the one who follows his wife. And so he was a bit, you know, and he was received by Jesus, and with such love, such love that when he passed on the message to me, I got the chills. I did not need the confirmation. I had a lot of interactions with Jesus, but I was delighted to still get that one. So yeah, so we can start relaxing. We can start relaxing. And the second confirmation that I got for Heaven on Earth, and I'm very, very grateful for it, was on my birthday last November 29th, 2014. So just like 3 months ago, or less. Archangel Michael was back. I was doing my meditation, and he was letting me know 2015, 2016, 2017, add together numerologically into a 9. What is the 9 in numerology? Completion. It's done. And so I felt like, oh my God, is it finally going to happen? Because as you have seen, between 97 and now, yes, we could see, now have some spiritual groups, we now have some people awakening. Yes, but if you allow yourself to watch TV, for example, oh, that's not the type of idea you're going to get about the world.
Was this last year when this occurred for you?
Yes, last November.
Oh, because nine was my year last year.
Mhm.
9 was my number
Mhm.
of completion.
Right.
So
And so this 2015, 16, 17 is a universal time of completion. So for the whole world, for the whole of humanity to finally experience this full awakening of humanity. So it's a time of peace, of joy, of serenity that we are now welcoming into our lives. So let me invite you to be at peace, to be ready for the upcoming revelation that we are going to be experiencing. And it is simply a very, very exciting time. Would anybody have any questions concerning this shift, this transition? Because I haven't been meeting with you for quite a while, so I don't know how much you know about the fact that we are truly, all of us, evolving to a higher dimension, meaning to a higher awareness. So,
have you heard about this gateway of energy that opened up December 15th to the source that allowed this divine goddess energy to come through and include the earth and all that? Is that part of what you're speaking
Right.
of, or is that assist in that? What's
Yeah.
going on?
which has been one of the many. So what has been happening is that since the harmonic convergence, and I'm sure that all of you must have heard of it, 1987,
Okay.
we have been imbued with such influx of highest light from the divine source, always like one step at a time, as much as we could take as a human race, as much as we could take as an individual person as well, because it needed to be appropriate for everyone, as well as for the whole planet. The reason was that although the universal law is the respect of free will, we had reached a point in 1987 when the planet, when Gaia had made a decision that was it. She was not going to allow once more that the planet was going to be destroyed like it had already happened 4 times before. So we were now going to receive the help we needed from our helpers, from the luminous beings, from our extraterrestrial friends, all of those who are really guiding us, opening doors for us so that we could, one step at a time, evolve and be present for the shift. So here we are now. Does it make sense for everybody? Or
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. And I think that for most of us, even for people who have not necessarily been reading too much or attending too many such events or not, we still have a sense deep within, in our guts, in our solar plexus, things are shifting. I don't know if any of you have lived in countries where it's cold in the winter. I did. I lived for 20 years in Germany. And it was beautiful. It was at Lake Constance, magnificent in the Alps, you know. But we had that snow high up like that for 6 months of the year. So when you had that, and the spring starts to come, the snow starts melting, you start seeing flowers coming one at a time. So you have that sense of, oh my God, it's coming, the spring is coming again. And it's exactly that feeling that we can allow ourselves to experience again. We're there. We're at that step of evolution now where all our angels, archangels, those that we wanted to give names to who don't really have names, they are these magnificent energies of light who accompany us. They have helped us so far that we are now ready to move on to the next period. We are now ready to be the co-creators of a new earth. We are the co-creators of heaven on earth. So, let me give you a little bit of information now on who I am, because for several of you, you don't know me and I don't know you much. So I'd like for us to feel a little bit like family. I'd like for us to know we can trust each other, we can open our heart to each other. So I was ready discover my angels and to be deeply, closely, personally connected with them. So, like I was mentioning before, my mother was a very, very Catholic person. So for her, you went with the sister. You were not supposed in any way to have a direct connection with your angels and come back home, you know, and let her know. Or, you know, we have to bring grandpa home because he's going to die tomorrow morning and that type of thing. She would always, you know, really immediately slap me in the face, put me back into the broom closet where it was dark and let me wait there for 2 hours until I would get back to my...
Is that where you learned to meditate?
Exactly. With comment, exactly. You know, you have to be patient in there, because with time you know exactly there's nothing you can do. She's not going to open the door. Screaming won't help, so just be quiet. And yeah, and things happen, you know. The next morning my grandfather did pass away, that type of thing. You know, so for her it was really bothering to have such a child. For me it was a great, great comfort to have the company of my angels, to be able to manage the situation that I as a soul had chosen to accompany my mother, who was a soul who did not know love. So I was coming in to help her rediscover love. I don't know how successful I was, but anyway, from the other side now, she's all appreciative of who I am. She even said, shortly after she passed away, she said, "Oh, Geneviève, I saw your chart. Congratulations." I was like, "Oh, Mom, wonderful." So on the other side, we're all good. Suddenly I was acceptable for her. So you see, our angels are going to be those who accompany us, whatever situations we have to face. They are with us all along. They have not just been with us in this one lifetime, they've been with us all along. That means, remember, we are eternal beings. We've been connected, we've been part of that team with our angels even an eternity ago, when we were not yet thinking of incarnated on the planet. So we're truly one, we're truly family, and each one of us can call on them. And that's going to be one of the things that we need to remember. It seems to be an easy thing to do, you know, just ask your angels for help. But for most of us, do we always think of asking? Often not, huh? We just, oh yeah, you do, huh? Great, wonderful.
Every time I need parking, by the way.